What's up everybody, AnimeX here, and in this video, I'll be adding yet another part to the What If Naruto Was a Hyuga series. And this is obviously due to you guys demolishing the last light goal. And basically, actually, you guys didn't even demolish the light goal. If I'm remembering correctly, it was like, you didn't even destroy it. But due to me, on my community tab, saying that there were no light goals for 2019, at least on the current what ifs, not every other what if that I've ever done will have no light goal. Come on guys, have common sense for that. But the current, like what ifs that I'm doing will have no light goal, and we'll get back into the light goal stuff in 2020. Take it as a happy Christmas. That's idiotic. A Merry Christmas gift from me to you guys, as I may not be able to pull off a Christmas special, but I don't know. We'll see in due time. Anyways, no light goal for this video as well, and it will just come out weekly until 2020, the new decade, the new AnimeX. Yeah guys, so that's where we'll be jumping into that stuff. As usual, I'll be recapping the last part, then jumping to the new material. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, in the last part of the what if, the main thing that we were covering was Naruto, along with the rest of Team 7, entering the Shonen exams. And the final part that we ended up going on was them fighting the Force of Death, Naruto fighting versus Kiba in the preliminaries, and then Naruto seeing Hinata fighting against Neji, who is someone that he's determined as his rival. And we left off with Naruto basically telling Neji outright he's gonna beat him, he's gonna body him, he's gonna become a Hyuga stronger than him through sheer force of training and practice and hard work alone. So that's where we'll jump right back into the story. Now, like I said, we left off with Naruto being motivated to get stronger and surpass many rivals that he's encountered in his life. Sasuke, Gaara, and someone who he views at the top of a mountain of rivals, Neji Hyuga, the prodigy of the Hyuga clan, the one who surpasses him in every way, shape, or form right now. So with that in mind, for the first few days of training, Naruto is just pushing himself to the limit, training his Byakugan and training his Taijutsu overall in order to increase his speed and strength alike. When doing this, Naruto is encountered by Kakashi, who asks Naruto if he wants to train with him, and Sasuke in order to learn a new jutsu along with Sasuke. Naruto decides to actually join in on the training to learn the Chidori along with Sasuke, which at first is just a ton of Taijutsu and physical training, which Naruto desperately thinks that he needs if he wants to compete with people like Neji and Gaara. So with that training, and this results, it results in Naruto's combat speed and his travel speed being quite insane, just due to the amount of training that he has done in order to catch up to Neji. The training for the Chidori then starts itself. Kakashi explains why they are the only ones he has decided to show this technique, and that is due to their dojutsu. Sasuke has a Sharingan, which enhances his perception and allows him to compensate for his tunnel vision, allowing him to widen the perspective and stay aware of his surroundings. Naruto's Byakugan allows for kinetic vision and also 360 degrees of vision, allowing for Naruto to have complete bearings of his surroundings, counteracting the visual tunnel vision effect that comes with the Chidori's speed. So, the vigorous training starts, and Naruto instantly hits a plateau that Sasuke himself doesn't face. His nature affinity isn't lightning, it's wind, meaning that learning lightning for him is much more difficult than for someone like Sasuke or someone like Kakashi, who originated the technique. So at best, he can only summon very minimal amounts of lightning tracked into his hand, and at worst, it's just he can create a tiny shock that doesn't even really do anything. It just leaves his opponent completely confused. The only thing that he can really do is, like I said, create very small amounts of lightning that have some effect, more of a stunning effect than an actual piercing effect against his opponents, which isn't really what he's going for. Naruto, after a week of this training, tells Kakashi that he's glad for the training and that he's going to strike out on his own in order to master this Chidori in his own way, the Hyuga clan way, meaning that Naruto leaves with 3 weeks left until their final exam, learning a somewhat transformed Chidori. Naruto, after leaving Kakashi and Sasuke, heads to the hot spring so he can relax for a day and actually kick it back and think about what he needs to do in order to get stronger. And that is where he encounters Jiraiya, the pervy sage. Similar to the original, Naruto starts to take a liking to Jiraiya, and through that connection, Jiraiya and Naruto start training together. Naruto, through another week of training, is able to learn how to harness Kurama's chakra and even summon Gamabunta. And this is all, in part, for him being able to do he's much better at controlling and manipulating his own chakra, allowing him to pick up on jutsu much quicker. After learning this, he tells Pervy Sage that he wants to train by himself, yet again, to make techniques that he's learned on his own and incorporate them into his own fighting style. So, for the remaining 2 weeks, Naruto gets to work, practicing summoning Kurama's chakra at will, using it to practice his Hyuga style Chidori, along with him practicing other moves including the 8 trigram 64 palms and the 360 degree palm rotation, along with many other jutsu that he's either originating or that he's unlocking through the Byakugan. Naruto practiced all of these jutsu until the night before the exams, struggling to learn everything and basically fit it all into basically everything that he can. Naruto then, after 2 weeks of training, basically heads back to the Hyuga clan, where he sees Neji and Hinata for the first time within a month. Naruto and Neji cross paths when walking, and even though they aren't even fighting or confronting each other, Naruto at the moment feels an overwhelming pressure from Neji Hyuga, his rival and the one that he wants to surpass. Naruto starts sweating as a result of this, as he starts having a mini panic attack, until he sees Hinata, who for some reason seems to calm Naruto down and acts as a calming presence for him, making him remember who he is fighting for and what he is fighting for. The underdog, the hard worker. Not only is he fighting for himself, but he's fighting for Hinata's dreams, Rock Lee's dreams, and every underdog out there that has a vested interest in Naruto, the clear underdog, in winning this fight. So Naruto goes to sleep, ready, and the next morning, the morning of the exam, when it comes, Naruto heads out, ready to face Neji, and finally surpass his rival. After Naruto heads off to the exams, he reaches the stage where he'll be fighting, and takes it all in, preparing himself for the fight that is up ahead. Naruto then turns to Neji, who is standing on the other side of the arena, calm, and still clearly confident that he will win with no difficulty. This smugness makes Naruto want to fight him even more, and they both get ready, as the exam proctor gets in the middle of them and tells them to start initiating the fight. When this happens, everything slows down in Naruto's head, as he's taking in his surroundings. He feels the breeze streak across his face, the crowd, an overwhelming majority cheering for Neji, and he feels and hears his own heartbeat beating loudly, thumping in his chest. Naruto then takes a deep breath, and time continues as normal. Naruto then looks at Neji and activates his Byakugan. Focus. Focus. Naruto sends Chaki to his feet and leaps at Neji at half speed, testing out Neji, and almost paying the price for this as Neji throws 10 quick jabs at Naruto as soon as he gets within striking distance, although Naruto's faster reaction speed is able to see through and dodge these attacks. Naruto, you may have gotten better, but no matter what, you can never reach my level. Neji then disappears from Naruto's vision and appears behind him, and kicks him into the ground, catching Naruto, along with the crowd, way off guard. Naruto gets up and wipes the blood off of his face as he staggers to his feet, formulating a plan. Naruto then smirks at Neji as he's figured out how to beat him already. This smile makes Neji angry and attacks him recklessly as Naruto dodges these attacks and lands a solid kick to Naruto's chest that continues to make him even more angry. Naruto makes 5 Shadow Clones that all jump at Neji and attack him and get obliterated by Neji's 360 palm rotation. As soon as Neji stops, Naruto gets within striking distance of Neji, faster than Neji can react, and tackles him to the ground, spinning, basically taking him down, as Naruto jumps from above and attacks him, comes down ready to stomp Neji's head into the ground. Neji throws the clone at Naruto though, hitting him in midair, and then uses the palm rotation to send Naruto flying away from him at the ground at rapid speeds. Naruto struggles to his feet as his vision blurs ever so slightly from the head trauma that he just suffered. Naruto then runs at Neji again, and makes one clone. They split up, one running to the left, one running to the right, and they both attack at the same time, entrapping Neji. Neji tries to attack his sides, but then hears something that makes him hesitate. 8 trigrams, 720 palm rotation. Neji is confused by this, as he realizes what happened. Naruto and his clone both hit him with the rotation at the same time, both spinning in opposite directions, that used the purpose of bloodying and grinding their target up into bits. This attack, although Neji was able to dodge, did a lot of damage to him, but also it functioned to tire Naruto out, as he still isn't really too efficient with the palm rotation as a whole. Naruto then focuses for a second as he summons a burst of Kurama chakra in order to give him the boost that he needs, and with the newfound chakra he jumps back, assessing the situation with a fresh perspective. I need to prove a point. Naruto thinks this as he himself decides that knows what he has to do to Neji, and he knows that through training and hard work alone, Naruto knows that he'll be able to counter him, and he knows that he has to show that he can beat the talent that Neji inherently possesses and was born with. Naruto then walks to Neji, purposefully stepping inside the bounds of the 8 trigrams technique. Neji sees this, thinking that Naruto is cocky, and gets in his stance ready to launch his fastest attack and strongest attack against Naruto. I don't know what your plan is, Naruto, but I'll end this fight right here with this attack. 8 trigrams, 64 palms. Neji then starts attacking Naruto. Naruto focuses more than he ever has before, almost popping a blood vessel within his own eye as he's focusing so hard. But Naruto is actually able to block all of these attacks. First 2 palms, then 4, all the way up until Neji launches all 64 palms, and Naruto blocks and deflects all of them, with Neji realizing that Naruto was able to block and redirect all of Neji's fastest attacks in a way that Neji couldn't even predict or comprehend. How did you? Neji's sentence is cut short when Naruto kicked him in the chest, sending him flying to the other side of the arena, also knocking the wind out of him. Naruto then leaps back and weaves hand seals for a jutsu that no one has seen before, including Sasuke and Kakashi, although they aren't there at the moment. Naruto then concentrates all of his chakra into his fingertips as they start getting shrouded in a light lightning aura. Neji sees this and he laughs at this pitiful attempt at lightning release, as with his Byakugan he can see that not much chakra is put in it. Naruto then looks up and charges at Neji, disappearing from the audience and Neji alike, moving at a speed faster than he ever has before. Naruto ends up going so fast that all that's left in his wake is a trail of dust and a confused stare until Naruto appears in front of Neji. 8 trigrams. Chidori! Naruto then hits Neji in the stomach in the center of his body with its attack. When it connects, we see a very tiny electrical pulse pass from Naruto's finger into Neji's chakra system. And as soon as this happened, Neji realizes what Naruto did. Naruto knew that his lightning release abilities were bad at best, so instead of trying to inflict external damage, Naruto used the small amount of lightning that he did have in order to shock and shut down Neji's chakra systems in one blow, essentially being a more effective 8 trigrams technique. The only problem is that using his lightning release in order to pull off something so complicated and intricate, something that is way beyond even his own talent and ability, meaning that Neji is confused by this. How much did you train in order to learn that? Neji thinks this as his body shuts down and collapses from the chakra being shut off. Naruto then walks over to Neji and looks at him. What do you think of hard work now, Neji? Neji looks at Naruto, and while at first he tries to seem angry or frustrated, all he can do is laugh as he looks at Naruto, who is clearly exhausted and happy with the win. Very well, Naruto. Very well. You win. Naruto then kneels down to Neji and lifts up his headband, revealing to Neji the seal placed on the side branch, Hyuga. No matter what, Neji, we can break fate's hold on us, and we can do what we want through hard work. Naruto then slips his headband back down as he walks over to Hinata, Sakura, and Rock Lee to celebrate. After Naruto's fight with Neji, Naruto heads back up to the stands to watch the next few fights, where he does end up watching Shikamaru and Temari's fight, which goes very similar to how it does in the original, with Shikamaru, in the end, giving up and letting Temari win. Then, Sasuke appears on the scene, with Kakashi, arriving late in his black clothing and a cold stare that Naruto knows is definitely Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto then jumps down from the railing down to Sasuke and starts yelling at him for being so late and missing his fight, and while he's talking, Sasuke cuts him off. Naruto, did you win? Naruto nods as he still looks somewhat upset that Sasuke missed it. Alright then, Naruto, I'll see you in the finals. Naruto and Sasuke then fist bump each other as Naruto leaps back up to the railing to watch the fight. Sasuke and Gaara then get ready to square off, with the fight going very similar to how it does in the original, with the fight ending with Sasuke's Chidori piercing Gaara's shield and end up making Gaara go stupid and run off with Sasuke in hot pursuit. Naruto then sees these feathers as he sees this fall from the sky and activates his Byakugan and able to resist the Genjutsu along with Sakura. Naruto then rushes off after Sasuke without having to be awoken by Sakura and chases after Sasuke at full speed, hoping to catch up to him. Naruto then is able to, during this journey Naruto is caught up with by a squadron of Jonin that surround him and prepare to attack. Naruto, knowing that he doesn't have much time to fight them and close all of their Tenketsu, he decides that he's going to use one of his more taxing abilities that the Byakugan grants him. Naruto then strains his eye even more as he pushes himself, Hyuga style, Chidori. Naruto then charges all the ninja, and he uses his own Hyuga style Chidori, shutting down all the chakra points within them, although this makes Naruto extremely tired. Nonetheless, Naruto does end up catching up to Sasuke and Gaara, and sees a horrible sight. Sasuke overtaken by the curse mark, and lying down, unconscious in front of Gaara. Naruto jumps in the way, and kicks Gaara in the face, sending him flying as he picks up Sasuke and rushes off to a safe place, where he places him and goes off to fight Gaara. Naruto then leaps back to where Gaara is, and Naruto stares intently at him as Gaara stares back. Naruto then starts hearing these voices in his head as he sees flashes. Accidentally, Naruto has actually advanced and pushes Byakugan to a level that surpasses any other Hyuga at his age, unlocking him a new ability. He starts seeing these flashes of Gaara's life, and through the Byakugan's ability to read thoughts and perceive memories, Naruto is able to basically see Gaara's childhood in a quick flash. Naruto is surprised about this, as he's only heard about this ability being told through stories, and he thought that if this wasn't fake, this is something that only a very advanced and talented Hyuga could tap into. although Naruto, through sheer hard work alone, was able to do this. This leaves Naruto stunned about this, letting Gaara get off a clean hit to Naruto's chest, and then bring Naruto back to reality the hard way, through pain. This sends Naruto through tens and dozens of trees as he gets up dazed. Naruto gets up and starts focusing more, pushing himself as he can feel his eyes and heart straining to unhealthy degrees. Naruto then disappears and reappears above Gaara, and starts barraging Gaara with a gentle fist technique, which is so weak that his chakra isn't actually able to penetrate the sand and basically reach Gaara's Tenketsu past Shukaku's. Naruto realizes that in his current state, Naruto has no hope of basically fighting him and is going to get absolutely bodied by Gaara because of this. Gaara is too fast, too strong, and too durable to do anything about it. Naruto makes a last-ditch effort using some of the abilities he wanted to save for Sasuke, but he knows that he will die if he doesn't try this. Naruto's eyes strain even further as a chakra pulse emits from his eyes that hits the maltransformed Gaara and makes him fall to his knees, coughing up blood. Naruto also falls to his knees as his Byakugan deactivates, and he starts violently coughing, blood coming up with each heave and cough. Naruto looks up and realizes that he's overused his Byakugan, giving him extreme eye pain and not even allowing Naruto to see his own hand, without a blur in front of it. Naruto then falls off of the branch that he was standing on and lands on the ground with a solid crack, indicating that he broke something somewhere in his body. Naruto then turns as he hears something, and Gaara gets up, heavily damaged from the chakra pulse that Naruto let out. So he decides, instead of basically taking the L, to let Shukaku take over him, healing him, and meaning that Naruto's attack lost effect. Naruto tries to look for Gaara, but Naruto can barely see. And even though Naruto can barely see, he does notice the massive sand-colored blur that is wreaking havoc on the forest in front of him. Naruto Kurama's chakra mix, then in a moment of desperation and determination, they mix together, giving Naruto healing and a chakra boost. Naruto's Byakugan then comes back stronger than ever, but Naruto knows that he has until Kurama's chakra runs out to act, because after that, he will have no means to attack Gaara. Naruto then summons Gamabunta in order to fight Shukaku, and Naruto then jumps onto Shukaku and charges Gaara when Shukaku sends some tendrils at Naruto while he's in the air, using the ultimate defense to protect him and keep running at Gaara. Naruto makes it to him, and right before he hits him in the face enough to wake him up, or at least hard enough to wake him up, Naruto sees a horrific sight. Gaara sitting in the village, all alone. Not as a child as he is now, but as an adult. Someone never meant to have happiness. But Naruto pushes this vision out of his mind, as he can't really think about this now, and he slams his fist into Gaara's face, which sends Gaara flying off of Shukaku, along with Naruto falling to the ground as a result of both of them being, falling off of Shukaku, essentially. They both hit the ground with a solid thud, as both of them are extremely damaged from this attack. Naruto then looks up. He does his thing, and he basically activates his Talk no Jutsu technique, as he now knows about Gaara's terrible past and horrible childhood. Gaara, I may not understand all the pain that you had to go through as a child, but I do know the solution to the problem. Friends, family, and love. These are all the answers for the hatred and loneliness that you felt as a kid. The reason I was able to win is because I was fighting for my loved ones. Gaara, when hearing this, actually tears up, and Naruto looks at Gaara before passing out with his Byakugan. And Naruto sees a different vision of Gaara. He sees him standing up in front of a village, being shown to be a leader throughout his village, known as the Kazekage. This makes Naruto himself tears up as he realizes something. He realizes what ability he just used. The ability to see and change fate, huh? Damn it, I'm so cool. Naruto then passes out next to Gaara with a huge, goofy smile on his face. And that, everybody, is where I'm going to end part 4 to the What If Naruto is a Hyuga. Now, like I said, there will be no like goal, but show your support for the video by hitting the like button. Don't be stingy. Hit the like button. Body the like button. Show it who's boss. Show it your Bauer. Anyways, just like usual, I'll leave a link to all of my social media and that type of stuff down below. Click Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and that type of stuff. And in case you guys are interested in supporting the channel along with me in a much more powerful way, I will leave a link to my Patreon down in the description below. Anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always guys, this is AnimeX.